Hello there. How are you doing today? We're going to play some BTD Mobile. Nope, no battles, just regular BTD5 Mobile. The reason why I decided to do this was because there's two new maps for BTD5 Mobile, but sadly enough, one of them I can't do because I wasn't high enough rank. I needed to be rank 48 to play this expert map, which was extremely sad. I was like all excited to go and try it out, and then I couldn't do it. Now in the meantime, since this isn't a live commentary, obviously, because it's sped up like a crazy, ridiculous amount, I was actually able to try out the new map. It's called Down the Drain, I believe. It's an expert map, and let me tell you guys, it is one of the most impossibly hard maps that I have ever faced in my entire life for Bleeding Tower Defense. Basically, there's a giant pool of water in the middle, and then out of that pool of water, like at the very outside of that pool of water, balloons come out in 4 different directions, and then do a little swirl and go right down each one of those 4 drains, and it's just ridiculous. I'm not going to talk about it too much, but I just want to let you guys know that I've been trying to do it, but I really just haven't been able to do it yet. It's not that it's impossible. No, there's no maps that are impossible, but I can tell you that I've been having a lot of trouble with it, and I need to find out some strategies for it. So I will be working on that over the next few days, but sadly enough, I am slightly busy, so let's hope we can get it done. I've also done the beginner map. That one was super ridiculously easy, and also somewhat fun as well, so I'm going to show you guys that one in a little while as well. So, this is Apopalypse mode. Like I said, guys, the reason why I did this was to get up some ranks. I really don't know how fast you go up ranks in Apopalypse until after this one, and then I figured it out. No, you really don't go up ranks very fast at all. In fact, Apopalypse is probably one of the worst ways to go up ranks. I think your best bet, honestly, is just to play each map on hard, and that's the best way to go up ranks. Because you go up ranks really fast in between the rounds of like 70 to 85. You get a ton of experience for those guys. But then beyond that in free play, you really don't get very much at all. You can go up to around like 150 or something like that, and you won't get as much experience as from like round 70 to 85, going all the way up to 150. And it takes 50,000 times longer. Even though you really don't have to sit there and just play it, it still takes too long of a time. So Apopalypse mode in BTD5 mobile version is actually more difficult than in the Flash version. You might think that's kind of weird because you have balloon shippers, and you have engineers, and you have other things that you could possibly use, like helicopters and anything else that you might want to use. Now, one thing that I didn't do is I didn't use balloon shippers today because I actually forgot about balloon shippers for some reason. I don't know why. I just kind of forgot that they existed. But of course, about halfway through, I'm like, oh man, wait, I could use balloon shippers instead of super monkeys. Not that it mattered that much, but still at the same time, it would have made it a little bit easier for me. But I think the reason why it actually is harder on mobile is the lone fact that ceramic balloons don't give you as much money. Now, this might seem like a good thing because it doesn't. It means you have to pop less balloons, but at the same time, the ceramic layer is still just as big of a pain as it was before, and yet the other balloons inside don't give you as much money because normally you're popping a ceramic balloon down into 2 rainbows, and then those 2 rainbows pop into each 2 zebras, and so on. But in the mobile version, what actually happens is you go from 1 ceramic to 1 rainbow to 1 zebra to, I think, 1 black maybe. I don't even think they have black and white balloons inside of a zebra, which is kind of ridiculous at that. Don't quote me on that, but that seems like what it is. There might be a black and white, but still, it gives you way less money. It gives you like a fourth of the money per ceramic balloon, which obviously ceramic balloons are the way you get your money. So when you have Moabs coming out, and each one of those Moabs is giving you 1/4 of the money or so, it starts to go some problems. Yeah, a little bit of problems in there. That's why level 40 to 44 is actually the most difficult part of Apopalypse mode by far. By frickin' far, guys. And that's why I'm having some problems right now. Now, of course, if I got a balloon chipper up, he'd chip those Moabs down to balloons in no time. But Super Monkey is definitely not a terrible way to go about it. Now, I understand that this is sped up like a ridiculously fast bout. I mean, it's on, I believe, almost 4 times speed, believe it or not. And that's actually the fastest that I can get it in Sony Vegas without doing some random crazy things that I really don't want to do. Like, I could put it into another video editor and speed it up even more, but I'd rather not do that. I'm actually thinking about switching over to a different video editor. I don't know if you guys have any suggestions for me, but Sony Vegas, even though it's nice, it has its problems. For instance, I think its main problems are the fact that a lot of random types of files don't open in it very well. You know, you'll get like random files that'll turn in turn green, random files that will just not open. You know, I had MP4 files and AVI files that just couldn't open in Sony Vegas. It's like, what the heck, man? This is like the main video. This is one of the main video files. Why can't it open Sony Vegas? Looked around on the internet, and there's like no solutions to it. And people tell me, oh, Chris, yeah, you just got to do this, and then it doesn't work on mine for whatever reason. So I'm thinking about trying to upgrade to maybe Adobe Premiere or something like that. Maybe I'll end up trying that out. I know it just sucks to have to spend all that money just to try something out, but hey, this is technically a job for me, and you know what? Things cost money, and maybe eventually I'll find something that I really like and I can really enjoy it and make things happen. Anyways, as you can probably tell, we're having a pretty crazy time going on right now, but I got a temple already, round 60 temple. That's not bad at all, right? Oh, yeah! Now, I would consider myself, sorry, my ear itches, I would consider myself not using, oh god, sorry, I messed up my microphone. Oh, man, I messed it up hardcore. I would consider myself not using any, agents or anything, like, that help me out. I mean, Banana Farmer, if you're gonna call me a cheater for using a Banana Farmer, screw you, I don't care. You can go do whatever you want, but just don't watch my videos if you think I cheated or something. But the Banana Farmer, as awesome as he is not a very helpful tower. He's just something that makes the game less annoying. So we like to make things less annoying for us, and that's the way I like to roll too. As you can tell, there's just like a crap load of balloons on the left side of the screen. It's kind of ridiculous to look at because it's like red, blue, and green are all kind of like mixed together and like swirling around each other. At least that's what it looks like because it's on at such a fast speed, and there's like 15 different ways that balloons can go, kind of. Like they can go backwards and forwards around in that little maze area and things like that. So it just looks kind of cool, I think. And then on the right side, there's absolutely nothing because my temples are freaking amazing. I just like kablooey, they explode these balloons. Now, forgive me for the sudden explosion of level round things. Yeah, we're going to go, like, you know, crazy round explosions pretty soon. Because I don't want to show you as far as I got the entire freaking time. Because it can get kind of boring, I must say. It's pretty much the same thing over and over and over again. Oh my gods come out. We build temples. Temples kill oh my gods. That's it. That's pretty much it, guys. That's what we're going to do for the entire next 4 minutes or so. Whatever's left in the video. Also, just a quick note, if you guys don't know what a max temple is, hey, it's pretty darn easy. Well, technically, I'm going to go with the max temple that's not lame, because there's a lame max temple that technically is supposed to make it better, but it really doesn't, but kind of does, but isn't really even helpful, so it's not worth it. So what you want to do is just go, for your max temple, you want to get $30,000 worth of cannons, $10,000 worth of ice, $10,000 worth of glue, and $10,000 worth of wizards, and then you also have to include $30,000 worth of any other tower that you want. It doesn't really matter. Personally, I like to go with the Monkey Village because the Monkey Village gives you bonuses for that tower, and you can also go with a technological terror. That's another $30,000 tower that you can easily do. What I tend to do is I tend to build 6 cannons, 1 glue, 1 ice, and 1 wizard, all to the left side, all the way, and then that's pretty much it. Except, just be careful a little bit, because if you build your temple with a 2-3 monkey village, you might kind of mess up the range a little bit. Or a 2-4 monkey village, you might mess up the range a little bit. It'll increase the range of your super monkey, and it might actually engulf other temples if you're not careful. So just watch that a little bit. I don't usually tell people what max temples are that often, so please don't be too angry at me. And I think that's one of those things that people just still don't understand. Now, I am 100% positive about these things. No, mortars and cannons don't make a difference. Things like that. These are all random things that people think make a difference, and they're super positive about it, but they're wrong. Absolutely wrong. So I'm still just spamming these guys, and look at that, we're already around 113. I know we skipped a little bit, but that's alright. And I'm just spamming temples right now. Realistically, spamming temples is the way to go. Now, one other thing that you can do to help yourself out a lot is use a couple support towers. For example, if you use 2-4 monkey villages after the temple is already built, you can use the ability on that guy and make your temple shoot faster and better. Hey, that's obviously a good thing. It's mainly for the cannon. It's mainly for the Moab Mauler shot that comes out of the temples, as well as with the special things. Those things help out way more than anything else you can get for the temple. And then, You can also get some snipers. You can get some 4-2 snipers. Those guys help out by stalling things. And if you want to, balloon chippers as well. Balloon chippers are definitely something you can use, kind of like deluxe. Now, personally, I'm not going for a world record or anything. I'm just kind of having some fun here, guys. I really kind of just want to quit, to be honest with you. So I'm going to start selling my temples up in here and just let these balloons overwhelm me. I'm around 170. That's good enough for me. I got to the rank that I needed to get to. I only needed to get to rank 48, and it's about that time, guys. Running this on my iPad for several hours is something that I just don't want to do. But that's pretty much all I'm going to have. I hope you guys enjoyed this just a little bit. If you want to show me your highest mobile level, that would be pretty darn cool. I'd definitely like to see that. And as always, thanks for watching and have a delicious, delicious day. Whoop, whoop.